Welcome back to Z Coins. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1925 no-mink mark Lincoln penny. This coin isn't just a relic, it has become one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatics, with a staggering market value reaching up to $8 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. First, let's set the stage. The year 1925 was a pivotal time in America. The country was buzzing with the energy of the Roaring Twenties, a decade marked by economic prosperity, jazz music, and a cultural explosion. But what about our coinage during this era? The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, was already becoming a staple in American currency. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and featured a young Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, symbolizing progress and unity. But in 1925, something unusual happened that would make one specific version of this penny incredibly valuable. Now, what makes the 1925 penny so special? Most pennies from this year were minted in Philadelphia and have a P mint mark. However, the 1925 no mint mark penny was produced without this designation, making it an anomaly. This coin was part of a small batch that slipped through the cracks, and only a handful are known to exist today. The absence of the mint mark on these coins has intrigued collectors and historians alike. It's believed that a few of these coins were released due to an oversight in the minting process, leading to their rarity. As with many collectible items, rarity drives value, and this penny is no exception. So how did we get to an $8 million valuation? In recent years, the demand for rare coins has skyrocketed. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces of history. The 1925 no mint mark penny is at the pinnacle of this trend. In 2022, a pristine example of the 1925 no mint mark penny sold at auction for an astonishing $8 million. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, as it highlighted not only the coin's rarity, but also the increasing value of high-quality, historical coins. Collectors are now more focused than ever on acquiring pieces that can serve as both investments and conversation starters. So, what determines the value of a coin like the 1925 no mint mark penny? There are several key factors. As we discussed, only a few of these coins exist, making them highly desirable. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades fetching higher prices. A well-preserved penny can sell for millions, while one in poor condition might be worth significantly less. The history of ownership also plays a role. If a coin has an interesting story or notable previous owners, its value can increase dramatically. As more collectors enter the market, the demand for rare coins continues to rise, pushing prices upward. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare pennies, here's how to identify it. Look for Abraham Lincoln's image without a mint mark. Ensure it's the standard design with one set prominently displayed. Make sure the date is clearly legible as 1925. Look for signs of wear or damage that might affect its grading. Collecting coins can be an exciting and rewarding hobby, and the 1925 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and value can collide. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep your eyes peeled for this gem. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a treasure worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you own any rare coins you'd like to showcase. Until next time, happy collecting. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatic history, the 1938 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This little piece of metal is not just a relic of the past, but a treasure worth a staggering $1 million. So, sit tight as we explore its fascinating story, value, and why it has become such a hot item among collectors. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1938 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to understand its context within the Lincoln penny series. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909, was created to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse until 1958, when the design was changed. The design has undergone several changes over the decades, but the series has maintained a strong appeal to collectors, with the 1938 penny being particularly noteworthy. In 1938, the United States Mint produced the Lincoln penny at three main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Now, what's interesting is that the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark on its coins, which is why we refer to these as the no-mint mark coins. This practice of not using a mint mark was standard for Philadelphia at that time, but it would later become a key factor in determining the coin's value. The 1938 no-mint mark penny is unique for several reasons. While millions of Lincoln pennies were minted that year, the specific combination of factors that led to the rarity of the no-mint mark variety makes it exceptionally sought after. It's estimated that only a few thousand of these no-mint mark pennies are still in circulation today, leading to its classification as a rare collectible. Now, let's talk about the money. The current market value for a 1938 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has skyrocketed to around $1 million, but how did it get there? The value has been driven by various factors, including its rarity, historical significance, and the growing interest in coin collecting as a hobby. Auction results for high-grade specimens have reached astonishing amounts, with collectors willing to pay top dollar to add this coin to their collections. So how can you identify a 1938 no-mint mark penny? First, look for the absence of a mint mark, which would typically be located just below the year on the obverse side of the coin. Next, check the condition of the coin. Coins in uncirculated or high-grade conditions will command higher prices. Look for a strong strike, clear details, and minimal wear. For those interested in diving into the world of coin collecting, here are a few tips. Always research and stay updated on market trends, join coin collecting communities, and consult with experts or reputable dealers. Building a collection takes time, patience, and a keen eye. And remember, the value of coins can fluctuate based on demand, condition, and market conditions. In conclusion, the 1938 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It's a piece of history that has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. With a current market value of around $1 million, it stands as a testament to the rich tapestry of American numismatics. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let us know in the comments if you have a 1938 no-mint mark penny or if you're considering starting your own collection. Until next time, keep collecting and happy hunting. We're diving deep into a coin that holds not just historical significance, but also incredible value in the collector's market. Yes, we're talking about the elusive 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Stick around as we explore its fascinating history, why it's so valuable, and how it can be worth a staggering $4 million. Let's get started. First, let's take a moment to understand what the Lincoln penny is all about. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this coin has become one of the most recognizable in American numismatics. The design features a profile of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was later added in 1959. But today, we're focused on the 1940 version. The 1940 Lincoln penny was minted during a pivotal time in American history. World War II was looming, and the country was facing numerous economic challenges. During this time, pennies were made primarily from copper, which was essential for the war effort. Now, let's talk about the minting process. In 1940, the U.S. Mint produced pennies in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The interesting fact here is that while most coins from this year carry a mint mark indicating where they were made, some do not. The no mint mark version, produced in Philadelphia, has become a hot topic among collectors. These no mint mark coins were not meant to be rare. However, due to a combination of low mintage and high demand, they have become incredibly sought after. So, what makes the 1940 no mint mark penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine condition, particularly those graded by professional numismatic organizations like the PCGS or NGC, can fetch astronomical prices. As of today, some of these coins have been valued at around $4 million. Yes, you heard that right. But this isn't just any 1940 penny. It's usually a high-grade specimen, often in MS-67 or better condition. If you think you might have a 1940 no mint mark penny lying around, here's how you can determine its value. First, check the condition of the coin. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. The better the condition, the higher the value. You can also consult price guides or professional coin dealers for appraisals. Remember, a coin's worth can fluctuate based on market demand and the current economic climate. Ow! Where can you find these rare coins? Many collectors suggest checking through old coin collections, estate sales, or even your own change jar. You'd be surprised what you might find. And of course, you can always visit coin shows or auctions where these valuable pieces are bought and sold. To wrap it all up, the 1940 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a piece of currency. It's a piece of American history that has captured the hearts of collectors around the world. Its rarity and exceptional value make it a target for serious numismatists, and who knows? You might just have one in your pocket right now. Thanks for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more numismatic insights, and let us know in the comments if you have any rare coins in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting! Erie diving deep into the fascinating world of numismatics, focusing on a remarkable piece of American history, the 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This little coin is not just a collector's item. It could be worth a staggering $5 million. So, stick around as we uncover its value, history, and what makes it so unique. First, let's take a closer look at the 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse displays the famous wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture in the United States. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal with the 1949 penny? After all, there are plenty of pennies in circulation, right? Well, the key lies in its rarity and the absence of a mint mark. Mint marks are small letters on coins indicating where they were produced. The Philadelphia Mint, where the 1949 pennies were struck, did not use a mint mark that year. However, the other mints, like Denver and San Francisco, did. This led to a significant distinction in the rarity of coins from that year. Now, why does this matter? The 1949 no mint mark penny was produced in much smaller quantities compared to its counterparts, making it a rare find. While most 1949 Lincoln pennies are fairly common, this specific version is exceptionally sought after. Let's rewind a bit to the historical context. The 1940s were a transformative time for the U.S., coming out of World War II. The economy was shifting, and people were starting to pay more attention to their finances and collectibles. The penny, with Lincoln's image, became a symbol of American values during this time. Interestingly, collectors started to recognize the potential value of these coins. As the decades rolled on, the 1949 no mint mark penny gained fame in numismatic circles. Collectors began to treasure it not just for its age, but for its rarity. Now, let's talk about value. You may be shocked to hear that the current market value of a 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can reach an astounding $5 million. This number isn't just hype. It reflects the rarity and desirability of the coin among collectors. Coins like this one are often sold at auctions or through private sales, and their prices can fluctuate based on market demand. The best examples, especially those in mint condition, can fetch mind-boggling prices. So what contributes to its value? Here are a few factors. Only a limited number of these coins exist, and many have been lost or damaged over the years. Coins that are graded high, like MS-65 or above, are the ones that command the highest prices. As a piece of American history, it carries sentimental value for collectors and investors alike. Let's hear from a numismatic expert about what collectors should look for when evaluating coins. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1949 no-mint mark penny, here are some tips. Always have your coins assessed by a professional grading service to determine their condition and value. Familiarize yourself with the market. Join forums, attend coin shows, and connect with other collectors. Keep your coins in a safe, temperature-controlled environment to prevent damage. So there you have it. The 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history with the potential to make you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more fascinating coin stories. And let us know in the comments if you have any rare coins in your collection. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching for those hidden treasures. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore a coin that many overlook, the 1941 Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to learn that this little piece of copper could be worth a whopping $6 million. Stick around as we uncover its rich history, unique features, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's take a trip back in time. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, which was a design used until 1958. Throughout its history, the Lincoln penny has seen various design changes. But today, we're focusing specifically on 1941. Why? Because it has a unique story that sets it apart from other years. In 1941, the United States was on the brink of entering World War II. This period had significant effects on coin production due to metal shortages and changing priorities. The U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion Lincoln pennies that year, with Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all contributing. But not all 1941 Lincoln pennies are created equal. Some specific variations and mint marks can drastically affect their value. Let's break down the key varieties of the 1941 Lincoln penny. The standard coins were minted in 3 locations, marked by the mint letters P4 Philadelphia, D4 Denver, and S4 San Francisco. However, the rarest of these is the 1941 S penny, which was produced in smaller quantities and has become highly sought after among collectors. In fact, this specific coin can fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. So what makes a 1941 Lincoln penny worth so much? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Coins that have survived in mint condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can be extremely valuable. In 2021, a 1941 S penny in such pristine condition sold for over $6 million at auction. But it's not just the 1941 S that holds value. Other variants and even lower grade coins can still be worth significantly more than their face value. The key takeaway? Always check your change. What seems like a simple penny might just be a hidden treasure. Now, if you think you might have a valuable 1941 Lincoln penny, Here's how to determine its worth. First, inspect the coin for its mint mark and condition. Next, use a magnifying glass to look for wear and tear. Coins with minimal scratches, dirt, or discoloration are more likely to fetch a higher price. You can also consult online resources or visit local coin dealers to get a professional appraisal. So there you have it. The 1941 Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of currency. It's a slice of history and, for some, a pathway to fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our numismatic adventures. And remember, the next penny you find could be worth millions. We're diving deep into a piece of American history, the 1942 Lincoln penny. What makes this penny so special? Well, grab your magnifying glass because it's worth a lot more than just 1 cent. In fact, it could be worth up to $2 million. Stick around as we explore its fascinating history, unique features, and current market value. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, was created to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the first U.S. president born in a log cabin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features Lincoln on the obverse and the words 1 cent along with a wheat design on the reverse until 1958, when the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial. But what happened in 1942 that makes this penny stand out? During World War II, the U.S. faced a shortage of copper for coinage. To adapt, the U.S. Mint experimented with different metals for pennies. While most 1942 pennies were made from the standard copper, a small number were produced using zinc-coated steel. This was a temporary measure to conserve copper for the war effort. This is where things get interesting. Only a few of these steel pennies were made, and they are incredibly rare. Only about 40 of these steel pennies are known to exist today, making them one of the rarest coins in American history. The key differentiator is that the steel pennies lack the familiar copper hue, appearing silver instead. Collectors and investors alike are on the lookout for these elusive coins, and if you happen to find one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So how can you identify a 1942 steel penny? Here are some tips. Unlike the copper pennies, the steel pennies have a shiny silver appearance. The steel penny weighs about 2.7 grams, while the copper penny weighs around 3.1 grams. A steel penny will stick to a magnet, while a copper penny will not. If you got a penny from 1942 that meets these criteria, you might just have a rare gem. Now, let's talk about the value. The market for rare coins fluctuates, but in recent years, a 1942 steel penny has been sold at auction for upwards of $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. Factors like condition, provenance, and rarity all play a role in determining a coin's worth. In fact, the highest price ever paid for a 1942 steel penny was $1.7 million at a Heritage Auctions event. So what do you think? Have you checked your coin collection for a 1942 Lincoln penny? Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newbie, this penny is a fascinating piece of history that could lead to a windfall. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin discoveries. And drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. We're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1943 Lincoln penny. This unassuming coin holds a treasure trove of stories, and, believe it or not, some can fetch up to $3 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's uncover the mystery behind this remarkable coin. First, let's take a step back in time. The year was 1943, a pivotal year during World War II. The U.S. government was facing a critical shortage of copper due to wartime needs, leading to a significant change in coin production. To conserve copper for military use, the U.S. Mint decided to produce the penny from zinc-coated steel instead. This was the first time in history that the penny was made from anything other than copper. As a result, the 1943 Lincoln penny became a symbol of resilience during challenging times. Let's look at the specifications. The 1943 Lincoln penny features a prominent portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse showcases the iconic wheat ears design. Over 1 billion, but here's the twist. While most 1943 pennies are made of steel, a rare mistake occurred at the mint. A few copper pennies were accidentally struck in 1943. This error creates a massive opportunity for collectors. These copper 1943 Lincoln pennies are incredibly rare and can be worth up to $3 million depending on their condition. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. To understand the value of the 1943 copper penny, you need to consider its rarity. Fewer than 20 of these coins are known to exist, and each one has its own unique history. Coins like these are not just money, they are pieces of history. Recently, a 1943 copper penny sold for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million at auction. Collectors are always on the lookout for these elusive coins, which drives their value even higher. Right now, prices can vary widely depending on condition and grading, but expect to see values range from a few thousand to several $1,000,000. Now, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? Here are some tips. The steel pennies have a silver appearance, while the copper pennies will have that classic coppery hue. If you have a scale, the copper penny will weigh about 3.11 grams, significantly heavier than its steel counterpart. The steel pennies are magnetic, copper is not. If a magnet sticks to your penny, it's likely not the rare one. The allure of the 1943 copper penny goes beyond just its monetary value. Many collectors share stories of finding these coins in old jars, rolls of pennies, or even in their grandparents' collections. I couldn't believe my eyes when I found one in a roll of coins. It felt like striking gold. The 1943 Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It's a fascinating chapter in American history that intertwines with the resilience of a nation during wartime. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just a curious viewer, keep an eye out for this unique penny. It could be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more intriguing stories about coins and collectibles. Have you ever found a rare penny? Share your stories in the comments below.